Thank you. Kia ora koutou. It's lovely to be here. It's lovely to speak to such a full audience, and kia ora Izzy, what a wonderful speaker to follow. Let's start with some new beginnings on this very first slide. These three people down in the left-hand corner are not indeed three separate people. They are all me. When I was born female. You can see me on the very left-hand side there. My name was Rebecca. And it took me 40 years to work out what was going on inside my mind and my identity, but in the year, around about 2009, I realised I was transgender. In 2015, I started a medical transition, and now I am the person standing before you today, but I am all that one person. And one of the things that transgenderism tends to do is it tends to integrate you. Pieces come together that have been separated your whole life. And so Mary Oliver's poem is very resonating for me. Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? And we are very wild creatures in the world, and our lives are very precious. And around about the time that I was really coming to terms with that in the technology industry, in the technology sphere, I met this fabulous gentleman on the right-hand side, Cameron Smith, who is the founder and CEO of Take-Two. Take-Two is an organisation that teaches people in prison and in the community who are justice impacted to learn how to build web applications, full-stack applications, and to change their lives and the lives of their families. Cam had also had some adversity in his life. He had some serious health issues that brought him to the same place of really wondering what he was going to do with his wild and precious life. So together in 2020, we met, we talked, we started to form a new beginning, and the new beginning was the beginning of Take-Two. At the time I joined Take-Two, which was at the end of last year, we were teaching in one prison classroom, no internet whatsoever, and technology equipment that I remember from the 1990s, but amazingly our students were able to learn. At Take-Two, it's all about second chances, it's all about new beginnings. And over the past 12 months, we have had some challenges. We have had some setbacks in not being able to be in the prison with lockdown, but what we've done, that pink box there on the slide, tells you that we've put our heart and soul into a brand new curriculum. We have employed 2 new teachers for the new classrooms that we're starting up. And we are wrapping around our students with education, problem solving, technical achievement, a lot of self-belief, a lot of belief that you still can learn. From wherever you are always learning. And we also wrap around our students with life skills so that they're really understanding the full picture, the holistic picture of how we build ourselves up over years and years and years in order to be productive members of teams in the tech industry or wherever it is that our students end up. At the moment, we are going back into not 1 but 2 prison classrooms in the Auckland South Correction Facility, and we are now opening up, in 3 weeks, we're going to be opening up a community classroom in Newmarket where students can come to us on community sentences, but they will have the luxury of the internet to learn how to be developers, and this will undoubtedly change their lives. I'd like to call out my 2 teachers that work with me, Dylan Wiggle and Kieran Tahir. Dylan is an intermediate school teacher who has launched himself into technology, a new beginning for him. And Kieran was a politics tutor and also a musician who went through Inspiral Dev Academy. A big shout out to them. They are a wonderful partner for us. And Kieran has joined us as a teacher and a facilitator at Take-Two. We are so excited for the year ahead. So what happens? Our students then go on into Take-Two Labs. This is a development team that I will be starting that actually does real world work for real world customers so that our students can understand what it is like to produce software in the real world before they join these bigger tech companies and an exciting future. Our students will go on to be developers, our students will go on to be teachers, and many of them, I'm sure, will come back into our classrooms and teach the students that they essentially once were. So the question becomes, after only a couple of years, does this really work? Do we have new beginnings? And here we have the scoreboard. From that single classroom in the Auckland South Correction Facility, there it is in the top left-hand corner there, with absolutely no internet and 20-year-old computers. The first cohort that we had come out of that classroom, we had some real stars. The gentleman in the middle there, Siosai Maka, is now, after going through Dev Academy, once again thank you to them, he is now a developer at Rush and is doing extremely well. I really do encourage you to go and watch the video. It's on our website and you will get to see his very inspirational story. And he combined with one of his cohort from the original classroom, Livy Taufau, and you can see them at the bottom here with the winner's check for the DataComp hackathon. They dreamt up a web application that allows relatives of prisoners in Auckland South Correction Facility to order things for their loved ones that complies with prison regulations so that the families of people are not being punished as well. And that won the DataComp competition, and we are now working with DataComp to actually productionise that system. The warehouse is going to fund it for us, for the goods that we will be selling. Now, the incredible thing to realise is that these two gentlemen down here in this bottom corner are probably in that top corner, and all of that happened within a single year. They went from the prison classroom to standing on a stage at DataCom receiving a winner's check. If that's not a new beginning, I don't know what a new beginning is. So we are a company of new beginnings. All of us have something to contribute. I'm extremely proud to be part of this company. Please do go and have a look on our website. And thank you for entertaining me to just tell you a tiny bit about what I do. Kia ora. That's fine.